They're by 10. Keep coming here. Keep coming middle. Keep coming. Come on. Come on. Keep coming. Hurry! Holy shit! That was awesome. I saw that coming. Hell of a job today, young man. Hell of a job. Proud of you. Proud of this whole team. Move it on, boys and girls. Oh, man. Thank you, guys. That was fun.
Hey, I'm here. Hey. Yeah, it's crazy. I transported from there to here, and yeah, that was.
You're speechless.
I was the same
did you
way
get
there.
goosebumps all over again?
A little bit.
To
I
that?
haven't heard that unedited yet. Unbleeped.
Yeah.
Until.
When you heard it live.
Well, I heard it live.
Yeah.
But I
a lot to process.
Wasn't really thinking about that. But yeah, no, that was crazy, unexpected, and you heard a lot of excitement, and so Josh was the main guy, and he was the one who yelled "Holy!" and at the beginning of the podcast, and then I came on the radio, and then my crew chief. So that was that was neat. Put ourselves in a good spot, and I was just happy about running third. Like we were already transferred into the next round. We did what we needed to do, and then that deal happened. So that was kind of weird. I've never won a race that way where we were running third and two people take each other out. So I didn't really know how to feel. So
you still deserve it, though.
Strange feeling.
Because you've positioned yourself. It's not like you were running like 10th.
Yeah.
And the whole, first 9 crashed out.
Yeah. We got some spots on the last restart there, and that got us to third. But yes, but it was a weird feeling, but really cool to be in the right place at the right time. So.
What'd you say in the media center? Sometimes you find a nut.
Sometimes you find a nut, man. It's got squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
What I want to know, and this is like reporter question. So, all right, let's go back to that moment.
Yeah.
Freeze frame.
Was it like slow motion?
Yeah, you know how Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell used to do like freeze.
And then they explain what's happening?
Yeah. What goes through your mind at that moment when you see Jimmy spin back across and take out?
So I saw. So by the time I got off the backstretch chicane, I could see them through the oval 3 and 4, and they were really close. And a thought went through my head. I was like, something might happen. So I was just kind of going through 3 and 4 of the big track, and by the time I got to the braking zone of the final chicane, Jimmy was already sideways. I saw the whole door of the 48, and then he clipped the 78. I couldn't really see him clip 78. There was some smoke, and I almost wrecked trying to go and make sure you beat him. And but I don't know. You don't really think at that time when you see that. I didn't really think when the 48 was spinning and when he hit the 78. You're just trying to get through the corner as fast as you can, and then once you cross our finish line, you're through it. You're like, holy hell, we just we just stole one of these things. But just trying to get there and not wreck. I was wheel hopping and trying to get there as quick as I could. So cause I didn't know if they were going to get going again and still beat us. But
I thought for a minute it was going to be like that Daytona where
they all wrecked across the finish line.
Petty spins. He and Pearson spin, and then Petty gets it collected up, and then
Well, Pearson
got it collected.
Yeah, they both wrecked, and Pearson's fired, and Petty's didn't fire. So remember all of Petty's team pushing his car across the line.
Yeah.
They had like 3 laps on everybody.
Right. There's a little, you were a little bit closer than the third.
Just a little bit.
But it had that sort of feel, that moment.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
We were watching it, and we're like, oh my God, who's running? Blaney's running third. He's going to win this race.
Yeah.
I think
it worked out. It was pretty neat, but I feel like we've lost a couple this year we should have won, so it might have got one back there.
Hey,
so
win's a win. W is a W, brother.
Hey, W is a W right there. So we'll take it. Move on.
Yeah, I like the stat that I think Kim threw out there that you've yet to win on a track with
in the Cup Series.
4 turns.
I saw that somewhere.
That's true.
In the Cup Series, you haven't won on a track with 4 turns.
I need to change that.
Pocono.
I'm a unique racetrack driver.
And the Roval was unique.
It was very unique. Yeah, the Roval was crazy.
The trophy is awesome.
The trophy was cool. I can't wait to get it.
We need a mini one like we got the mini Pocono back there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Charlotte, if you want to
You're listening?
Throw one out our way. But yeah, so they wanted to make it a replica of the Bank of America Tower, right? And then put the Roval in the middle. So that was really cool. It looks like someone said to me, it looks like a big beer glass. Like you could take the top off of it and just put beer in it and then seal it back. And how cool would that be?
That'd be actually that, or like a fish tank, and the fish are like swimming
Oh,
in
that'd
and
be
out
so
of the
cool.
Roval.
Yeah,
Burroughs said it looked like the
Yes.
flux capacitor from Back to the Future.
it does a little bit.
Flux capacitor.
Put some cool
Fluxing.
stuff in there.
You also, this isn't the first time you've done this. I'm convinced you're poaching other drivers' fans when you hand the checker flag off. I love it.
No, I'm not. That might be.
Because
No.
oh, just
We're converting
Be
fans
casual.
one person at a time.
I love
One
it.
kid at a time. No, when I so I've said this before, but when you're on the front stretch and you're doing that interview, it's like a really cool feeling
Yeah.
because you're right there in front of the fans. You can really hear them, and you're still trying to process everything, especially if something like that happens. And so Rutledge was there, so that was neat. And we got done with our interview, and I just kind of looked up into the crowd, and I didn't even see what the kid was wearing, to be honest with you. I just saw a little kid looked like he was fired up, and he was with his dad who can help him get down there. And he came by, but yeah, he ended up having a Kyle
it was
Busch
like
shirt on.
head to toe Kyle Busch.
Yeah, hat, shirt, everything. And so that family came to Penske Monday.
Mm-hmm.
They came the next day, and the kid had a Ryan Blaney shirt on, and so it was cool to see them again. I signed the flag, and he was still pretty excited. So
Fan for life.
yeah, we're just I don't try to poach other drivers' fans. I just
It's just convenient.
pick the first one I see.
Yeah.
So
You've done a pretty good job of like building your own fan base. I mean,
try to.
I feel like this podcast helps a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Just a
it's
little bit.
99% of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. But I've seen more people. I saw some people with our merch on this weekend.
I did too. Yeah, yeah.
Ryan Blaney merch
weren't
or
there.
Dave Blaney merch?
Glass case of motion.
Glass
merch.
case merch.
Yeah.
I say that because I saw a couple headlines. Dave Blaney wins the
I
Roval.
know. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's so
Good to
great.
Dave to get that
That's
win.
all right though. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Good
They
for
were
Dave.
they were there for this one though.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah, that was the first race my dad's
Oh,
been
I
at
didn't think about
Yeah.
that.
in like 5 or 6 weeks.
Because
so
they
that was
missed
cool.
Pocono last year, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. So mom and dad were there. Emma was there. Emma drove down. Her pregnant self drove down, and
So
the
technically,
only
your
one-
nephew was in the picture.
He was there.
technically.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
Photoshop him in there. Just his face when he comes out is gonna be in her belly. The only one wasn't there was my younger sister Erin, but she missed out. But no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it was cool to have them there for one like that. So
We didn't get Kim and I weren't there. I had to leave early.
hey, you
Oh,
know
he
that's
was coming
fine.
But you
back
had
from
your family, which I
Minneapolis.
think compensates for
Your
the fact
real
that
family.
your podcast.
We could have had a
family was
glass
not,
case of emotion victory lane photo, but
We could have.
We could've.
Maybe next time.
Maybe not. Yeah.
There will be
Hopefully there'll more.
others.
Yeah.
You also had some fans. The glass holes
Yeah.
posted some stuff on the internets of celebrating. There was one girl that created her own victory lane in the parking lot by dumping some body armor on a car. There's a nice
I
video
liked
of
it.
that.
Hopefully it was her car.
Yeah, not
Not
just
just
a
a
random
random car.
Just a random car.
The guy comes out. He has really tinted windows.
Yeah.
and
What if
he's
she just
sitting
found
in
a
there the whole
random
time.
Ford and she's
Yeah.
just like,
What the hell are you doing to my car, woman? But yeah, that was cool. I just saw that today, so
Yeah.
that was really neat.
did you see that
When
one?
we have this other one,
I haven't seen this.
This
I'm
guy
going to play this one.
is
And
fantastic.
just make sure that I've got the volume up.
I think he was more excited than you.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
showing your
pumped.
emotion.
Yeah. He and his girlfriend or wife.
That's his
man,
wife.
They got the same. She's crying.
Yeah.
He's pumped up. He's about breaking chairs. And
Or
stuff.
she's embarrassed by him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
Dude, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Let's go!
I don't know how he has a voice today.
Yes.
That is so cool, man. I have to. Do you have his handle?
Yeah. That's the guy that gave you the belt buckle from. That's
That was
Zach.
him?
That's Zach. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's Talladega.
That's the guy who gave
awesome.
me the sweatshirt.
Yes.
The
yeah,
Davey Allison
yeah.
shirt.
As he said, he and I were conversing back and
doctor,
forth.
right?
Yes. He's got his PhD.
It didn't look like him. He cut his hair or something.
Oh, it's also
looks
he's
different.
not wearing it's daylight.
Yeah.
And it's
It's dark
daylight,
on the
and
boulevard.
I didn't have any
Yeah.
drinks in me at that. Now I don't.
He
at
might
the
have had a
boulevard.
hat on there
Yeah.
too.
That's
but,
cool, man.
But he said he's been following, NASCAR for 20 plus years, and this was the first time he was ever at a race and his driver won.
That's cool.
So that's a cool reaction. So.
It's
Authentic
cool
too.
to see.
You
Yeah.
could tell he was like very
Yeah.
pumped up.
Yeah, that's neat. So
Hell yeah,
that's awesome, man.
hell yeah,
I have,
brother.
to, I have to send him a message on the Twitters.
We thought about it if
Trying to get his phone number and like surprise call him.
if we'd been at MRN, we could have done
Yeah.
like a prank call.
Oh, that'd have been funny.
'cause we do the phone calls up there. We
Hey,
still
is
could
this
at some
Zach?
point.
This is
This
Jim
is no
from Charlotte
this is,
Motor
Yes,
Speedway.
Shakurdi.
This chair's here broken.
We heard, there's a chair right here that you need to replace, brother.
We got
And,
some damage. It's gonna cost you.
We processed this turd that was left in your seat, and it does belong to you, and you need to come in.
The DNA matches.
You are the father of this turd, son.
This Turd Ferguson over here.
Speaking of turds,
Oh God.
Oh,
this is what brought it up. So Roval was great. It was a fun time.
everybody thought it was going to be a shit show.
I liked it.
Everyone did thought it was going to be a shit show, but it was better than I expected it to be.
You
And
guys
I'm
are the
not
best
just
drivers in the world, though.
Oh man, I don't know about that. And I'm not just saying that because we won the race. I thought it was better than what I thought it was going to be, and the racing was a lot more tame than what I expected it to be, and the track was really tough. You saw a lot of people wrecking in practice, but I think once we got in a race and everyone was around each other, and everyone could kind of judge off each other, it was a lot more tame. But heck, it was hard racing all day, especially for all the points, that cutoff race. There was a lot of people that were close, especially the end with three-way ties.
Yeah.
That is insane.
My favorite thing was Larson. So Jeffrey Earnhardt's like parked there trying to fire it up. Larson comes around. He's just got to pass him, and he just slams into the wall and crosses the finish
he
line.
wasn't lifting.
They were like, put it in the wall and then cross the line.
It looked like a video game.
Yeah.
That was a video game move. He hit the fence hard off of
Yeah.
Oval 4, and
Yeah.
then he'd come off the chicane and just
He had, like,
I don't know if
zero
he could
camber.
have turned it. I think he had to use
That's
the wall
what.
to
That's
turn
why.
it.
If you
Yeah, he
listen to the
couldn't turn.
spotter, I don't know if it was a spotter or if it was Chad telling him like, put it in the wall to get you to
Get it right.
get it right.
it'll turn you.
Yeah, it'll turn you. You'll get there. You'll get
And then
there.
you go Jimmy, poor Jimmy.
Yeah, that stunk for him.
But
Stunk.
I liked him though. He was fiery. Did you see him on Twitter? He's like, I thought about it. I slept on it. He held his position.
I
He's a
mean,
race
what
car
are
driver.
you going to do in that position?
You're gonna try to win a race.
Yeah.
You're not
Like,
just gonna ride around there.
are you thinking, I might win an
Especially
eighth
when-
championship,
es-
or I haven't been to victory lane
In
in a
51
while.
races.
Yeah.
I'm going for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't blame a guy for doing that.
Truex
But-
though was a little salty after.
But I mean, in Truex's defense, though,
yeah.
He's
his
going
side,
for the win.
He
Like-
got taken out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he got spun for the win.
You
Even though
call-
it wasn't
he-
intentional.
No.
And honestly, Jimmy spun out trying to stay off of Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just bad.
Well, it was like
chances to
slow
hit
motion
him.
watching it though, because you saw them collide the first time, and you think that Martin's gonna still win the race until Jimmy, or you think one of them's gonna. I can't visualize it, and then they hit each other again, and the doors opened up.
When
Right.
it didn't cross my mind when it first happened that Jimmy would have had to do the stop and go.
Yeah.
I thought he might have collected it, got back through, and then
Yeah.
just hammered down. But I also wonder if that turf in the infield, in that part of the chicane, instead of the car digging in the grass, if that turf might have
careened. Yeah.
kept him sliding more.
I think so. Yeah. The turf it's hard. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you have walked on it at
did,
all, but
yeah,
I walked on it
yeah.
before the race, and it's like, there's no give to it at all, and it's pretty I don't know. I guess you call it turf, the little
Yeah.
fake grass they
Yeah.
got on it. It's slick.
I'm interested to see, and I was talking about this with somebody before the race when we were on the ball field there. In the spring for the 600 or for the All-Star race, if somebody's coming off of 4 and loses it there, kind of like Carl Edwards when he won the All-Star race, it dug in.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now that that's turf? How's the car going to react?
I don't think it's gonna dig in at all. I think all tracks with grass like that and the tribal stuff, they need to go to turf because it's gonna keep from tearing splitters off cars.
I just want to see what happens and how the car reacts when it hits
Yeah.
it. Not necessarily digging in, but how's it going to spin? How are you going to be able to catch it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think even if okay, it's a bone dry day and your car doesn't dig into grass, I think it's gonna be the same thing. You just kind of slide and spin, and it just doesn't tear the nose off the damn thing.
Can they paint the turf? They can't, can they?
Yeah, you can paint her.
And then repaint it green? Like what happens?
Give it a base coat.
A base coat.
Put
I
some
don't know, I'm just
put some
asking.
turf primer on there.
Because you can't really tell the difference
and some
on TV.
feeler on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you don't have to cut it.
no.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna save on some water bills, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
guess.
You ain't got a water turf,
Yeah,
There's a
ain't no
person
sprinkler
in
system.
in our neighborhood that has
turf yard.
turf front yard.
No, I don't like
I was
turf
like,
front
what?
yards. I like turf on
It was very bizarre
athletic
though.
fields.
I was
Yeah.
walking the dog and I was like, why is their grass so green and everybody's brown? And then I touched it and I'm like, this is turf.
That's cheating.
How you
Cheaters.
gonna pick a turd up, a dog turd off your turf? It does.
You gotta wash it down probably.
yeah.
Like hose it off.
Well,
Crazy.
that would save some time.
Should just take the poop and smear it all over the turf.
Clean all that up.
Yeah.
Shithead.
Shatheed.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like you were going somewhere, and I derailed you,
but
and I
no,
apologize.
I was
'Cause you
going
were
somewhere,
talking
but
about
it's nice
turds.
that we got over the Roval now. Okay, so
Right.
we can go into our
We're over the Roval.
over the Roval, and we can go into. So I had something I was thinking about when I got here previously before we had lunch, and I ran into this issue, and I'm sure you guys run into this issue before, and I don't know the proper etiquette to do it. So I was wanting to get y'all's takes, and maybe the Twitterverse can help us out. But I went upstairs to take
Grumper?
go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
take a steamer,
Yeah.
and so they had luckily they had the seat covers
Oh, yes.
on, and they're always like
They don't
attached in a few places. So you
Oh,
have
the
the outer rim and
Yep.
then the middle part,
The flap.
but
Yeah.
they're like attached to
Yeah.
both sides of the front. Do you tear those?
Pre-tear the
yeah. Do you pre-tear
Yeah.
the tabs to where it falls in?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's what catches it. So when you flush it, it pulls it down.
Okay.
What?
That-
I did not know that.
So you just
sorcery.
That's the that way you don't have to touch.
Because
it.
I've
when
seen
you're
them-
setting it down, pre-tear it. That flap will fall
You just
in.
tear the front two
Yeah, you don't tear the whole thing
prongs.
off. No.
Well, people tear the front whole thing, and that's why they're just there. Because have you ever walked into a stall and the seat cover's still there, and you're like, bleh.
You ever sat down on a warm seat?
No.
Maybe
It's got that body
Have
heat.
you?
Maybe it was just heated.
Yeah.
It was just
They
heated.
just like it's like
I prefer the
Someone's been
ones that
here.
you press the button that have like the saran wrap on the thing. Like
What?
they're in the
I've
Chicago
never
airport,
seen that one.
and you press it, and it goes.
Women bathrooms are way better than men's, I guess, because we don't have that.
ours is like a
Yeah,
hole
it
in the
literally
ground
looks
with a plank.
like it literally looks like it's saran wrapped the entire seat cover, and there's a button, and you push it, and it like is like a carousel,
It's like a
it
condom for your seat
exactly.
It's crazy.
But I always
Ultra
wonder
rare.
what it looks like.
for her pleasure.
I always
Sorry.
wonder what it looks like on the. I can't.
There's the big gym.
On the other side. Like, where's that going? I just want to make sure it's not just complete,
just-
like
it's
just
just circling,
circling.
yeah.
And so, like,
It's the
you're
same
still
one.
sitting on somebody's butt seat.
Oh.
Ew, man.
Like, I wonder if it just like ejects it on the backside, or again, if it's just like
There's a
tricking you into thinking you've
there's
got
a guy back
fresh
there. He's
toilet.
unseating
He's
the
just squeegeeing
used
it.
cartridge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Reload, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen those before. That's interesting.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to sneak into a girl's bathroom or something and try to find one of these because that's. Or
I'm
look
gonna
it
do a
up on YouTube.
test next time though, and like put a mark on it, and then press it to see if it comes back around.
It's coming back around again.
What if it does, man?
I'll
That'd
be so mad.
terrible.
So, in your experience today,
So
did you
okay,
do?
so
Yes,
I've
I, like-
always okay. So I tear the 3 tabs
Mm-hmm.
to let the flap go in the water. Okay, but sometimes when the flap hits the water,
It brings the
pulls
entire
the whole
thing.
thing in. So
Right.
like that's really inconvenient because then you're like almost touching like the seat, And then I tear the front part. So
so there, there's
my boy can hang on there.
well, some of
but-
the seats have the
Yeah.
the part is missing there.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
so
go all the way around.
I wonder.
Might be a
question,
male
Like-
seat.
Maybe it's a
my
male seat.
question is, when they come out, do some people don't tear the tabs at all and
just poop on the-
expect the weight
to
of your
drop.
turn to break it? Do you play that dangerous game of what if it doesn't break? What if it's a really strong cover?
I'd be
I played-
terrified that it would not break.
I just played the dangerous game of
Don't putting one on?
Don't put one on. I'm just gonna sit on this. I'm gonna hope that the cleaning crew has been
Are
here enough
you-
times.
I can't. Man.
Oh, you're not doing a thigh workout. You're actually
No,
just.
I'm. Yeah.
You're not hovering. You're sitting
Look,
down.
Do you ever
Statistically-
take toilet paper
statistically-
and wipe the seat off?
Yeah.
I definitely wipe
Yeah.
the seat.
Yeah.
If they don't have the covers, I wipe it and then I build a nest.
Oh yeah,
3
with
strips.
toilet paper
Yeah.
nest. No, I don't
we
ever
have
do that
we have
because
discussed this.
Yeah.
that just gets messy, and then there's
the bird
toilet
nest,
paper
yeah,
everywhere, and then
yeah.
it falls off, and
I get. Actually, I've almost gotten to where I prefer doing toilet paper myself than trusting one of those
Yeah.
terrible covers.
I feel like the toilet paper would stick to you though.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does, and you have to kind of peel it off your sweaty thighs after you. Get
That's
done.
that's the other thing that I do- like. I sweat a good bit, so
Right.
I don't want to have
And
like
you're kinda hairy?
wet seat covers stuck entwined in my hair. It's like
what have you
Velcro.
forgotten? It's just like hanging out of your pants, out of the back of your
Velcro.
pants.
See, again, things that you don't want to have happen. You don't want that seat cover just. It's like, oh, You just got back from the bathroom, huh? Cool. Yeah.
I just can't do it in public bathrooms, man. I gotta have something down there.
So, I assume you went to the one upstairs here in the studio.
Upstairs, yeah.
Did you use the room or did you use the stall? So in that men's bathroom, that is like the executive suite.
Stall without a door?
No, there is a stall with a door, but it's like your normal
Did I poop
like
in the
metal.
urinal?
Oh, where you
So
can still see.
There's urinal. Then there's
Oh, I dumped in the urinal.
went full grumper in the urinal. Just sat there. But there's a door in that one.
Like when you walk into the left.
Like if you go in, it's to the left. It's to the far. It looks like a closet.
No, I didn't go in there.
That is the executive lounge.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
It is a
Okay.
full room
Okay.
and a full door that you can shut.
Okay, I did not go in there. I didn't know that
Soundproof?
Soundproof. There's a lock.
Are
You
we
can get
sure it's
naked.
soundproof?
Wow.
You can get naked.
Like poop naked if you need to. I don't want to be constrained by anything.
Sit reverse on the
Yeah,
toilet.
yeah. Have a bowl of cereal.
Take a nap on the thing.
Poop nap.
What happens though? I don't really ever think
Poop
about
nap.
guys pooping in public restrooms when you've got jeans and a belt on, and it's like you gotta pull your trowel
You
down.
don't go all the way down.
I'd be afraid the belt would like
Well, you keep
hit
like
the
a-
nasty floor.
You keep a wider stance to keep it up higher.
Oh, I
That would be
go past
uncomfortable.
my knees.
I mean, but like you kind of lock out a little bit.
Yeah, but I lock out. It's not like my. It's not like I'm down here, dude. I'll tell you what's the worst.
Do you have to hold your shirt up?
Is having your. Yeah, I just do this. I roll it up. Yeah.
There are some people that have to take their shirt off to poop.
What?
Yeah.
That is not
they have
real.
too long
That
of
is
a
not
That is
a
a
real
real
thing.
thing. That is a
What?
real thing.
Are you speaking from
No.
experience?
I mean, I know because one of my buddies that I lived with in college would always come out of the bathroom with his shirt off. You shitting again?
That's
weird.
so weird.
It is weird.
That is
Does
interesting.
he sweat while he shits? And
I
that's
don't
why?
know. I think
do
it's just a
know I have
holdover from,
boys
like-
that like poop naked and then just get straight into the shower.
Oh, well, that's great. Have you ever dumped after a shower? You might as well be in bed to start your whole day over. That's terrible. No, I'll tell you what is the worst dumping is when you have to go in your fire suit because you have to take it off and you're like
You have to
holding
tie
your
it.
sleeves.
I used to have to tie it.
Yeah.
When I worked for Sprint, you're forced to go in those nasty track bathrooms. Sorry, tracks. Most of your bathrooms are nasty.
Yeah, tracks. They're
So
nasty.
you had to pull it down, and I would tie the sleeves really tight to keep
Yeah.
the rest of it from dropping.
dropping and making sure your sleeves don't go down, or making sure your sleeves don't
Drop in the toilet.
Come out
drop
with
in
one
the
blue
toilet,
sleeve.
or
What if you accidentally wiped with a sleeve?
Like, that was a little bit rougher than Cottonelle. That was weird.
Sorry, guys, I can't race today. Why not? I got poop on my
I
sleeve.
got poop on my sleeve.
Oh my god!
Do you have
that
extra
is the
fire
worst.
suits in case?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just in case I got a shit fire suit. Just in case. That's the worst, man.
Man.
Yeah, track bathrooms. You need to step your game up because some of them are pretty bad.
Have you ever
There's some
noticed
really
that some of the
nasty
porta
ones.
johns are actually better than some of like the garage bathrooms or like?
If it's a porta john that's like a trailer, you know the ones that are like
Yeah,
trailers. Those are actually pretty nice.
The thing I do like is the TV compound porta johns
Yeah.
get cleaned like clockwork.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Generally.
I like the
they-
portable bathrooms, so they still flush. Like you
Yeah.
still don't have to look into this like vat of shit. That's the worst part.
You ever been in
It's
one?
like-
You ever been in one and it was cresting?
Ew.
That's
That is not a thing.
Oh well, wait.
Wait, that
the
is not a
girls,
thing?
The girls.
Is it?
You
Sometimes
gotta shake it and get it to settle.
Gross.
Sometimes it's only like half and half. Like porta potties have male and female signs on them.
It's
Most
very
of them
rare.
are just open. Yeah, oh yeah, they've been cresting out of that blue liquid a lot.
That's
I gotta tell you, I don't want to.
disgusting.
I can't say it on the show. I really can't because it's
How
so
not?
gross. It's so bad. What I found in a porta john. I'm sorry, I just spit. What I found in a porta john one time at Lanier Speedway in Georgia.
Give us a hint.
I can't tell you. I cannot tell you.
A newborn baby.
Wow.
It's so bad.
I don't know.
Actually, it's not that bad, but I don't know. It's
Can you do charades?
Can you give us a clue?
Need a
okay.
hint.
It requires some batteries.
Oh.
Batteries.
Whoa.
A vibrator.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
As soon as you said batteries, I didn't.
Which leads you to believe that somebody was having some sort of sexual encounter in the porta john,
With
which is
themselves, yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah. I found.
Why just with themselves? Maybe they like to keep things spicy.
I don't know. I walked in there and it was just open, and I don't really like to pee in the side pod because there's
The
backsplash and
side
stuff.
pod.
I got a thing on that.
I like to try and not look down the porta potty like as much as I can.
I kind of like to look.
Say what's in there.
Hell! I make sure there's no baby alligators in there or something, or turtles.
Turtlehead.
But I looked in and it was just sitting right there on top of all the solids that were
Look
in there.
down
Was
in
it
there.
still going?
No, I think it's
I feel like if it was still going, it would have like buried itself down into the.
It just drilled down in there.
Yeah, it would have been like.
It was like the jackhammers that the guys using. I'll tell you what, man. I'm sure that person was so pissed after they're like, damn it!
You think it was an accident?
I mean,
I think
Was it a really nice one?
I don't know, Kim. I don't know.
Cataloging them. I mean, like, do you have a?
It was pink. That's all I remember. It was pink. Yeah, I'm not like, well, that was a really nice vibrator. Should have took that out. Should have saved it to my collection.
It's one of those things. Like, how did it get there? Like, was it? And
my theory is they were messing around in there.
Uh-huh.
Which is gross, first of all. Would you ever hook up with somebody in a porta potty?
No. No. I think this person was by themselves.
I don't.
Well, it was middle of the day. Like, it was like Friday practice.
Well, it could have happened Thursday night.
It could have.
Yeah.
But I think they were messing around with themselves and they were hiked up somewhere and they got a little excited and
It just
dropped it.
And dropped it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were yeah.
So, have you ever been? This is switching slightly, but still in the porta-john.
Also, I like how, side note, that we guessed on the first try when you said it had batteries.
It was batteries. Was like,
Yeah.
that's yep. The urinal section of the porta-john.
Oh, I don't ever
Yes,
have to
yeah.
deal with that. It's disgusting.
Well, here's the thing. That
I'd be
sucks is, like,
pretty impressed
you've
or
gotta sit
disgusted if
down.
you had to deal with it.
What?
Like, you've got to sit down in a porta-john.
I feel like those are really high whenever I see them.
So, like, you're like looking right at it.
I know,
Like,
but
you
aren't
turn your
those-
head, it's like, oh, son of a.
That is true.
Aren't they
There
really
is a hair.
high? I hold my breath in there.
Gross.
I like squint my eyes so I don't get like have to focus on anything in there.
So you're not
It's
sitting
like a
in there
horror
tweeting.
movie.
No.
No, I do not bring my. I don't even bring my phone into the porta potty if I can help it.
Just leave everything outside.
Everything.
Should there be like a bathroom cubby? So like if, say, I'm walking back
No.
from getting a cup of coffee and I need to go into a bathroom.
And you
Should there
do-
be like
do
an
not bring your cubby.
anteroom to the bathroom?
But then you got people that don't
That I
wash
could
their
put-
hands that are touching the cubby.
Yeah. I don't think that's sanitation.
Even
on
no,
that would be
not
very
like a
good.
door to it, but
Find
like
a
a
friend.
shelf.
Just
Fine.
a
A shelf.
closed
Like
shelf.
not even a closed shelf. Like there's
Have you
there's
never-
two doors. So like there's the door to the hallway, then there's the door to the bathroom. And in that anteroom,
Okay.
there's like a shelving
It's like a
unit.
quarantine room.
Before you even
Right.
get in the bathroom.
Right.
Yes,
Like-
because I don't.
Like in that movie Martian, when. Have you guys
Yes.
seen that movie Martian?
Yes.
So when he comes in from Mars,
He gets
there's
quarantined.
that mid room and it quarantines, and then he can go into the actual. Okay.
So like
Yeah.
that for
I
like
could-
if you're somewhere and you need to put your things so you don't have to take them into
Then
the bathroom.
there needs to be antibacterial or the hand washing before you get like back to the cubby though.
But it's still in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hand
Yeah.
washing is in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. That'd be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice. I don't. I think it's so gross, but I've done it before. You're at a bar concert.
Don't bring
where
a drink in there.
The urinals,
Don't
and
do
they have
it.
the shelves above the
Nope.
urinals to put your beer.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
How many people do you think try to see if they can
pee on their
pee
beer.
on the shelf? No, pee on the shelf.
Yeah, but
Nobody.
if it's on, no, yeah, nobody's doing
I
that.
don't know what guys do in the bathroom.
Nobody's doing that.
Having sword fights and pissing on walls. No.
The only
no.
thing that we probably do in the bathroom is to see how far you can walk backwards and still pee in the urinal.
Stop. This is
Sometimes.
why you guys miss the toilet.
It's like cornhole.
It is like cornhole.
I always
That's
wondered.
10
I was like,
points.
how is that hard to get your pee in the toilet? It's because you're playing toilet cornhole.
Well, funny you should mention that because
playing lawn darts.
I went into a porta john and the ladies that hover.
What?
That was still really loud.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't know where. I didn't have a cough button.
You can
I
go
put
all
it
the
that
way up with it.
I'll go. I'm all the
Yeah,
way. Oh,
all
I
the
can't
way,
sing.
yeah.
She's
Ladies
all the way
that
up.
hover though will
Oh,
splat-
ladies
yeah,
that I thought you meant ladies that
splatters.
hover like outside the
No, no,
bathroom.
no,
I was
no,
like, to
no,
do
yeah.
what?
See all the attractive men going in the bathroom.
Well, yeah.
lizards.
Well, you've read the reports that if everybody would just sit their ass on the toilet, there would be less
Shrapnel.
germs.
Debris.
Less debris.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a great discussion, guys. I thought we really covered a lot of stuff.
We nailed it.
We nailed it. You know what? I don't think there's anything we should really talk about.
No.
It's a good show.
We're going to wrap it up now. No. We got some other topics.
Yeah.
You know, the vibrators did make me think of one topic that was thrown out there.
Hold on, let me.
It could be actually.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. Well, first of all, let's talk about the fact that you have sex robot brothel on here twice because you were so excited to talk about it.
I actually was moving it higher up, and I forgot to delete it from the bottom.
You wanted it higher on the
moved
agenda.
It higher in the rundown.
Wanted to make sure we saw because you know we
It's
get down
right
to like
here.
this fifth or sixth thing. We
never get
talk
to
about.
it.
You got to put things front of mind.
Right.
Like we're not going to get to Kyrie Irving talking about flat Earth.
Ain't no way.
No, not getting
Sorry.
that.
Or Wi-Fi Bobby. Ain't nothing. So
Weepy.
the sex robot brothel. They've
It's
outlawed
opening in
these,
Texas, right?
Yeah, but apparently it's not going to.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, hit a snag after
Yikes.
discovered the business owners had not submitted an application for permits to convert the building.
Oh.
So
that is
it's
not the reason why I thought it would not be opening.
Well, it's a technicality. They figured out what they were doing, and they're like, you didn't submit the proper permit for a robot brothel.
I have so many questions
mean,
that I'm not going to ask.
Okay.
Like, how
Yeah.
did-
I
Why are you
thought
not
How
gonna
do they
ask
get
them.
cleaned? How do those robots get cleaned?
poor.
Do they ever foam at the
poor
mouth?
Soul. Ew.
It took you a second. But
Yes,
Yeah, so
probably.
there's
I'm
that.
guessing they do.
They've got to reapply for permission to carry out the renovations, but there's just all kinds of things that are wrong with that. The client was contacted about a lease for an art gallery.
an art gallery.
Yeah, and never
Interesting.
provided the leasing documents that were requested. So, but this whole thing, it's a company out
Who
of
wants
Toronto.
to have sex with a robot?
People that
Are
don't
weird.
have, and they're rental. Like
That's what the grossest part is.
Yeah.
Buy your own
It's not-
damn robot.
It's like you're taking
Take
it
it
for a
back.
test drive, and then
Yeah.
it's like, I don't like this model. I need another one.
Are
Take
they
it for
like
a-
the robots on Westworld though?
They showed a picture of one of them in here.
Westworld.
Have you seen that show?
That is that is one of the robots. The robots right
I mean,
there.
if you squint your eyes, she
That's-
kind of looks
that's
real.
kind of-
She looks like a girl
weird.
on Instagram who has used too many filters.
Yeah.
Right.
Or she's gotten too much like she looks like a mail order bride.
It looks like
Yeah.
life-size Barbie.
It
Yeah,
does.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
oh God, that's like a horror.
That's not
film.
even like a scandalous shot. It just is horrifying.
Yeah.
feet and legs and
Oh.
heads.
Oh, it's just heads. Like
Ooh.
I guess you can pick which.
It's like a Mr. Potato Head. You
Oh, what is that?
that's the skull.
That is the
That is
stuff from
disgusting,
horror
dude.
movies.
Oh, so if you go to the independent.co.uk, and look at this picture on the internet, it's
terrifying.
terrifying because
That's
it's like
like-
the skull and the.
Yikes.
But it's got a full
Do they
mouth
do they
and gums and
talk?
teeth.
Why would they give him teeth? Why does a sex robot need teeth?
You know,
They clearly don't.
I had that question. Why not just make them
Not-
just go gum?
Yeah,
a
just
mono-
gummy.
They're probably dentures. You can take them out if you want. Maybe some guys like that
Yeah.
stuff. But that's weird, man.
Yeah,
Super weird.
yeah.
I don't know if I saw that dude, the owner of that, walking down the street, that'd be kind of weird. I'd be like, there's something wrong with that guy. And if I didn't know what he did, he just looks very strange.
He looks like a serial killer.
Probably is.
Probably.
He probably stuffs the dead bodies inside those dolls.
Maybe. What if they are actually dead people? There's a joke about that, but I'm not gonna say it on. I'll tell you the joke off the podcast.
Off the podcast. This one we're actually going to keep off the podcast
Yes.
and not make you
Yes.
say it like we made Ryan talk
No,
about the batteries
I'm
and
not
the.
saying
I
this
appreciate
joke. Nope.
Okay.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to hear about this.
Yeah,
joke.
I am too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm speechless about this one.
Well, I'm glad we got to your topic of sex brothel.
It was
robot
not my
brothel.
topic. That one was actually sent in by our producer.
Oh.
Of course.
Um,
Of course.
But it was an interesting topic, and there's some.
Speaking
Watch
of, I'm going to
these-
do a transition here.
Oh, okay.
Do you think sex robots can transmit?
Yeah, nothing.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
No, I've lost my train of thought now. Do you
Go.
think sex robots can transmit diseases?
Yes.
Probably.
Like STDs.
Well,
Well, if they don't clean them, I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm sure if they just once one guy's done with them, they just dump a bunch of rubbing alcohol on that thing and
Bleach.
bleach in it, and I'm sure it kills everything. That might be the cure to all sexually transmitted diseases. Just bleach.
Just bleach.
Sprayed down.
So we're just going to lead that to that.
I was gonna say
What were you going to
I'm
say?
gonna say watch these sex robots take over the red light district in Amsterdam here in like 10
And then the
years.
world.
And then the world, yeah. Just,
They will become sentient sex robots.
just Barbie-looking human life-size robots
It's
that
terrifying.
kill us all.
happen to do
Do they?
mouse stuff.
Do they? wait,
They're going to rip like the human face off and have the robot scary face.
do
and then
they?
just
Put our
like-
face on.
Yeah, like where does it
Move?
match?
Face.
Do they move at all, or they just lay there? They just starfish.
They starfish.
We have a starfish.
Starfish?
We have a
Batteries are dead. She's
dog, we
starfishing. Do you have to plug them in?
Well, there are different
Plug
different,
it in. Plug it in.
different models for different positions they want to
Well,
do.
I did watch a video.
my
Hang on.
I'm gonna scoot
Let me-
closer
no.
to Ryan
Let
on
me-
the couch now.
Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought.
No wonder Chuck wanted to talk about this.
No, there's a video that is attached to this article where a professor talks about some of the like psychology behind it and the moral implications that I don't want to necessarily get into on this podcast. But it is an interesting discussion that
Interesting.
he brings up. Some of those,
Probably not the right discussion
No.
for this day and age.
but some of the thoughts that you had, I think, that
Yeah.
you were kind of hinting towards, are brought up in this
Getcha.
video. So
Interesting.
in your own time, go and find it out.
Go and
we will
find
not
that.
discuss it here. We will discuss funny topics like poop
Poop. But I was trying to transition to the STDs.
and STDs, which are funny.
because there was an article about the most Googled medical conditions by state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those
So-
Ohioans apparently are very concerned about syphilis.
North Carolina's not bad. Just ADHD.
ADHD.
That's not bad.
Ours was kind of boring. I did think Connecticut was funny. Quarter life crisis. Are
Yeah.
these like super, I don't know, like,
Scientific?
It's like 25-year-olds
Yeah.
I know.
freaking out.
Connecticut. Well, I bet
That's
you
what I'm saying, 'cause
Connecticut.
they're like rich kids
It's
that are
probably
like,
kids that work in the city.
yeah, that's what I'm
live in
saying. That's what I was
yeah,
trying to
and-
get at
yeah.
without offending anybody. Not that we're worried about offending people on this podcast.
We
I
just
think-
talked about shit and sex robots.
Yeah, I don't know. It might
Yeah.
be a dude who used to work on the docks, and the union's probably been on strike and
Well,
down on his luck.
some of the other fun ones.
Iowa.
It's tough.
Iowa.
So tough.
Life's tough, man.
Binge drinking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of corn. They can make a lot of alcohol in Iowa.
West Virginia was fun though.
West Virginia was a little bit
My sister lives in
interesting.
West Virginia.
Emma, are you concerned about a porn addiction? Is what we want to know.
Yeah.
Because that's the most Googled medical, excuse me. It's also probably a mental condition in West Virginia.
Western Virginia.
I didn't
West
know,
Virginia.
I didn't know porn addiction was a medical condition.
I don't
Any
know.
ad- any
Apparently
addiction
there
is,
nothing to
Medical,
do in
yeah,
West
to be medical
Virginia.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some other fun ones. A lot of people looking up syphilis.
Why is syphilis the STD they're looking at?
It's probably a common one. ADHD is also in there a lot.
Wyoming is so boring. The
Yeah.
flu.
Yeah, the flu. There was another one that was like, oh, that's
Ear infection.
yeah,
to
that's
North Dakota.
South Dakota insomnia.
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep in South Dakota.
North Dakota, they get the best sleep.
Rabies, Maine. They're just out in the wilderness and they are very worried about wild
I
animals
could
biting
see
them.
Maine rabies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That-
there's a lot of big old animals out in
Alaska.
up in Maine.
Alaska has UTIs. Alabama.
Probably because they got to hold their pee in. That can cause UTIs, and it's so cold in Alaska, you would never you don't want to go to the bathroom.
The Universal Technical Institute.
By the way, that was the worst decision on naming a university.
Come on out to UTI.
UTI. We have the. I don't know. I don't even know where to go. I can't even make a joke about that.
Yeah.
What were
Oi.
we saying about Alabama?
Alabama pneumonia.
Ooh.
It's a big Google thing down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to ask Aaron.
Hemorrhoids in Minnesota too.
You know,
Ooh,
they'll get you.
Yeah.
hemorrhoids.
They'll get you.
All preparation, no H.
Any kidney stones in there?
No kidney stones. Some
Surprisingly
genital
not.
herpes, but no kidney stones.
Mississippi
Very
coming
close.
in with the genital herpes. I don't know. I was just.
I don't know
I was. I don't know.
Hand sign is a good
Yeah,
one.
Mississippi.
For,
yeah,
yeah.
I could see.
What
that.
is E. coli? But you never see the E spelled out, so I was like, what the heck is that?
What
I-
is
From Idaho.
Escherichia coli?
Man, I could have made a big joke about Mississippi and genital herpes.
Oh God. Oh, there's nothing else really funny about.
No.
Oh,
No.
insomnia. Where was that?
Insomnia
rid of the
was in South Dakota.
Mm.
South
Oh.
Dakota. Yeah.
The sun doesn't set in South Dakota. It's
Never
sunny
sets
all
on a
the time.
badass either.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that led me down a sort of rabbit hole. I looked up the most Googled things by state in 2017. Illinois, the most Googled thing was calories. Calories? I don't know what a caloroi is.
You said
You were making fun of me about messing up a word. Dirt.
Calories in a unicorn frappuccino. You
Oh,
remember
I'm
that?
sure
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
over 1,000.
What is a unicorn frappuccino?
Remember we talked about it. Give us
You didn't include that map that I sent you about the most hated food by state.
I forgot about that. I was thinking about
God.
that when I was going in it, which the
There were some interesting ones.
like Iowa hates
I'll bring it up.
quinoa,
Quinoa.
loves binge drinking.
California hates Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That is unreal to me. How
It is
California hates Chick-fil-A.
disappointing.
because
West
there's
Virginia hates tofu.
North Carolina was good. They
Love
hate
some
cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is disgusting. It is the herpes of cheese.
North Carolina's just kind of like bland with these Google searches.
A little bit.
I have like
Expect
zero
more out of
service
you.
in here
We're
to
a
bring up
decent
this
state.
map.
Start like Googling
There was some
weird
funny.
shit.
There
North
was some
Carolina.
funny stuff, and I can't bring it up. Texas was like well done steak, which that's understandable.
They their steak blue.
Can't
down
bring
there.
it up.
I hate a well done steak.
Ooh,
They cut the steak off.
they
the
like it
cow and
bleeding.
Just breathe on it. Sometimes, so, you know.
Kentucky, most Googled thing. How to watch Mayweather versus McGregor free.
Really?
That was the #1 Googled thing in
A
2017.
lot going on in Kentucky right now,
Yikes!
guys.
Some of
Those
these
are some
yeah.
very strange.
Georgia special election. Greg Allman, of course.
Oh, of
Allman
course.
Brothers rock.
Obviously.
Usher herpes. That was
Usher
the-
he does have herpes. Didn't that girl say that?
Usher does?
He got to let
I
it
wonder
burn.
if he lives in
Let it burn.
Georgia. I don't think herpes was the most Googled medical condition. Wouldn't it be funny though
Gotta
if
let it
Usher
burn.
had to I knew you were gonna say that.
I'd been saying it. I just made it all the way through the.
Ugh.
Just spoke it.
I wish you had that map up of the food.
I can pull up the map above the.
Pull
food.
it up.
I can find it. I had it right
While
here.
you're pulling it up, explain this aggressive mountain goat's thirsting for human pee and sweat.
Well, apparently, they've been. It's in Olympic National Park, and they got a taste for it because people have been.
Peeing outside?
Yeah, and they've been going and rooting around in the dirt and all that, and then now they're getting aggressive with the humans because they smell the sweat and they smell the urine.
And they want it?
And they
And
want
get
it.
aggressive. It's mating season.
Yeah.
What?
And they've
Are they
they've
really?
actually transported some of them out of the Olympic National Park, and there's this picture of the Seattle Times with them in like
Oh my
harnesses
gosh,
with
that's a
blindfolds
real
on.
picture?
Yeah, those are goats getting flown out of a.
Holy jeez.
They're
Yeah.
like blindfolded.
Yep, part of the Goat Relocation Protection Project.
They're protecting the goats and the humans.
Yep.
Goats are weird though. They eat poisonous plants. Like if you have poisonous or poison ivy and poison oak and stuff,
They'll
a
eat it.
remedy is to bring in some live goats and they will eat all the
Really?
poisonous plants out of your yard.
They'll eat anything.
Apparently, one of them
Cans? Tin cans?
stalked a human for about a mile.
Stalked his prey.
Yeah, so.
You just pee in a cup and give it to him and run off and hope that he doesn't bother you again.
Listen, man, I don't want no trouble.
So it's not actually the sweat and the pee that they're after, but it's what's
It's like
inside the sweat and the pee, like the
The hormone?
well, not, I don't
Or
know if it's
the-
a hormone, but you know,
The stuff. in it.
Chemical? The
chemicals in
molecules?
it.
your molecules, chemicals,
Colorize.
color. Yeah,
Colorize.
That's weird.
so that was that, but the goats getting airlifted was pretty
The
funny.
goats.
Yeah, but your map,
My map.
I thought I had already pulled it up, but I hadn't.
It's
It's
fine,
right
you
here.
hate me.
Yeah, I don't hate you. I just have a strong dislike for you. We kid because we care.
We kid.
Yeah. The thing that sucks about this map, though, is that it doesn't have the names
The
of the states.
states, you should know
Ki-
your geography.
I do. Do you?
I know
Pretty good
geometry.
at it.
Which one's this? Who hates chili peppers?
Oh, that is what's south of South Dakota?
North, South Dakota.
Iowa, no.
No, I was up there. Which one are
Shit
you looking
balls.
That one.
at? That one?
That one.
Minnesota.
That's Minnesota.
Shit.
They hate beans in Minnesota. They hate tapas in North Dakota.
I was right though. At
Yeah.
least I know North and South
They have
Dakota. What's south of South Iowa?
They hate expensive cheese plates in South Dakota.
No. That's Iowa right there. Quinoa. Iowa hates quinoa.
Yeah, I believe that is Nebraska.
Oh.
Yes, yes, of course. Yes, yes.
I
Because
need to
you've got
work on my geometry.
Missouri. They don't like
Missouri?
the last bite of a hot dog in Missouri.
That's the best bite. You're so sad it's over.
Next to Missouri is shellfish. Most landlocked state, they hate shellfish.
Of course they would.
Kansas.
I like how
Kansas.
I like how Alaska.
Hates
Hawaiians don't like Voss water. Oh no,
Voss.
that's Alaska. Don't like Voss water. What is
Wait,
it? Hawaii?
Coke.
Coke?
I believe Coca-Cola. There's a can next to that.
Oh, that
Yeah,
cocaine.
yeah, not cocaine.
Cocaine.
What does
Mayonnaise
I
on
gotta have me some of that cocaine.
Seattle hates
Columbia Pow Pow.
Seattle. Washington hates Keurig cups. That does not surprise me.
No.
I hate them too.
Keurig.
Keurig.
I bought a Keurig.
California hates Chick-fil-A
The corner
It's
piece of a
unfortunate.
brownie? Why would you hate that, Virginia?
because it's Virginia.
It's nice because it's kind of crispy, but still
No, I thought
chewy.
Virginia hates dabbing
What is that pointing
dabbing
to?
pizza grease with a napkin.
The arrows aren't very good.
That's what Virginia hates.
What?
Oh, yeah.
what do-
Well, that's very tricky because you see
Yeah.
that, and then why
Somebody
did they have to
hates
go
turkey
under the
bacon.
cottage cheese?
What do Ohioans hate?
Ohio pesto?
Pesto?
Yeah.
Yep.
They hate pesto.
That's interesting.
They picked a bad
Yeah.
picture to put over Ohio. It, like, ruins the
New
state.
York hates ranch on pizza.
I love dipping my pizza in ranch.
Yes.
But I think
Interesting.
okay, you go to New York, that's New York pizza.
Yeah.
I mean,
New York.
so it's good enough to where you shouldn't have to do anything. To it.
Tennessee hates
can
forged
we-
food.
Can we get over this whole like, oh, Chicago pizza's the best or New York pizza's the best? It's pizza. It's all good.
No, it's
Honestly, I
not.
don't give a shit. I mean,
All pizza.
I mean,
is
there
not
is
good.
there
I
is
will say
shitty
some
Shitty
is
pizza.
There
but
is
like,
shitty pizza.
Chicago is the deep dish stuff. New York is
like
more
thinner,
of a,
like big slices that you
yeah.
like. How do you eat your New York pizza? Do you fold it
Fold it.
this way
I
or
bite it.
this way? Like a hamburger or a hot dog?
So it's this, and I fold it like this. So pizza's like this.
It's a triangle.
What's happening there?
It's a triangle.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I fold it like that.
Hot dog style.
Yes. Yeah.
I know some people that do it hamburger style.
That's weird.
It is.
And then do they wrap the tip? Do they wrap the one of the
I
ends
think they
around?
just like
Make it like a
go like that,
calzone?
and then I've seen people do hamburger and then hot dog. So they fold over the tip and then they fold it long ways.
Your handwork is amazing.
I just like to do this
They do
and
right,
this.
right.
So wait, what? They're doing this and then this.
They're doing this and
It's
this.
like crab hands.
Hey, we talked about it. We had.
I don't
be
like
screwed.
folding my pizza because you eat it faster that way. I like to savor it.
Take time with your
Yeah,
pizza
but
hands.
Also,
it's
if you're gonna fold
it's
it,
got
why
the deal.
won't you just order a calzone?
Because it's different. It's different type of bread and how they cook it and everything. It is way different. It's a lot more like dough on a calzone.
Depends on the calzone. I
Well,
think.
you know what? Tomato. Chicago, New York style pizza. Who cares?
I just think if it's a good slice of pizza,
It's a good slice of
doesn't
pizza.
matter where the it's from.
Yeah. I mean, trust me. I've had terrible pizza before.
Yes. Yeah.
But anywhere, pretty much anywhere you go in New York or Chicago is going to have pretty good pizza, and it doesn't really.
I
matter
like
what
mine
type of
saucy.
pizza
Do
it
you
is.
like your pizza saucy?
I don't like a lot of tomato sauce
I like
on there.
it saucy. That's why I like Chicago.
Indigestion. Too much sauce.
Oh,
Upset
the
stomach.
acidic
it's a reflux.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
The
So I got to take
tomatoes.
some Tums with me. I got to make sure that I'm eating
Can I
that.
have a pepperoni pizza with some Tums, please?
Yeah.
Do you carry Tums with you?
I mean,
I'm not saying
the
it's
older
bad.
I get, yes.
The
I
old
carry-
man. I
Yeah.
remember Grandpa. Do you know what Beano? Have you ever seen Beano? My grandpa always used to have a little bottle of Beano.
I
know.
generally keep
Oh.
in my backpack a thing
it
of Tums.
Helps with the gassy
Uh,
foods.
Right.
Some, what you call it, ibuprofen.
Oh, I keep Excedrin
Yeah.
for the headaches.
You a Pepto guy?
I mean, I don't keep it with me, but I do enjoy the Pepto every once in a while when I got the rumble in my tum-tum.
Want some ginger ale? Just drink some ginger
Oh, yeah, I
ale.
like ginger ale as well. I'm just saying, like,
accent are you doing right
I
now?
don't know.
What-
I'm doing all
what's
of
happening
it.
here?
trying to figure out what
I'm
accent
just
you've been doing.
trying to do it. It's the
Like, did you lose your voice?
no, I didn't. It's there. It's there. I feel like I might have some. I feel like my allergies are
Right.
acting
Kicking
up.
in. Maybe
Yeah.
you've got what Merriman's got. Did you guys make out?
No,
He
no.
passed you along.
They just licked each other's toilet seats.
Ugh. How much would somebody have to pay you to lick a public toilet seat?
Ew.
Nothing.
There's
I would
nothing
not do
on it. There's nothing visible on it. How much would somebody have to pay you? You wouldn't do it for $1 million.
I'm gonna go with no.
You know,
$1 million.
Unless I see the money. If I actually see the money,
No,
then
you're gonna
I'm
get
gonna
it.
think about it real hard.
You're gonna get
if
it.
if a
You're
man walks in
guaranteed
with a
it.
briefcase and goes,
No,
click, click,
I'm
and he
getting
pulls
like
it up.
I'm getting all like thinking
I
about
would
it.
do
Like,
it for $1 million.
I would as well. I would do it for
Thank
$1 million.
you.
$1 million, that's a lot of
Chuck, $1
money.
million. $1
What about a dirty
And
million.
porta
it's,
potty?
it's not like a. It's not like.
Ugh.
would you do?
Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. Not lick, but would you stick your hand into the pile of porta potty stuff?
Stuff.
You just have to stick it in swoosh it around, and hold it out. You don't have to like
Do you
lick
have
anything.
to pull anything out?
Maybe you have to pull out a souvenir.
What would make you reach in there? Like, what would you drop that you would have to go in and go like elbow deep into a pile of
nothing
steaming
that I
turd?
possessed. It'd have
Your
to be-
phone?
No. I don't give a
Goodbye.
shit about my phone if it drops into
gone.
any toilet. It can be. The only maybe exception
Your
is
toilet at home.
My toilet at home with nothing in it.
Freshly flushed?
Freshly flushed with nothing. If I pee in my toilet and I drop my phone in, bye phone, I'll flush the toilet. Let the phone go. That ain't happening.
Get some tongs and just put it in a bag. And then
I'd rather like
Rice.
a clean public toilet seat that doesn't show anything than stick my hand elbow deep into the porta potty.
Say
hole.
later on in
Well,
life you have a child.
well,
the
Jurassic
child
Park-
falls into the porta potty.
A child?
Do you have to go and
That's so sad.
Do you leave the
Obviously, you have
child?
to.
That's so
It's
terrible.
like, well, kid, you're on your own. You fell into some deep shit. I can't get you to
Oh
shut the
no,
lid.
that makes me sad. Have you ever seen Schindler's List?
Oh, Kim.
Or they would. They
We
would.
were just making jokes in front of some.
We're making
But
jokes.
it,
You go
it
off
reminds
Schindler's
me
List.
of that scene, and they wouldn't let him hide in the
The shitter?
shitter.
Yeah. Thanks.
We
Now
were
I'm
having-
sad.
We were having a great time.
Yeah.
I was saying the elbow deep. They did
Oh,
that.
would you do it though for $1 million? You don't have to
Starting the music.
lick
Music
anything.
started.
You just stick your hand in there, elbow,
Elbow
deep,
deep.
and hold it out,
And
maybe
then-
for like
and then wash
a
it.
minute, and then wash it.
Yeah. It's gonna come off. It's not like it's gonna be acidy and.
You don't know that?
Hey, the
You
guy.
don't know what they were
Maybe
eating?
like those microbes can get under your fingernails and give you some sort of disease.
Hey,
brain eating
hey, Jurassic Park.
Would
he
you
stuck
do it
his-
if you had
stuck
a-
his whole arm in the dinosaur's asshole?
I would
okay?
do that to a
It's dino
dinosaur.
poop.
It's dino poop.
It's science.
It's something different when it's animal poop. Isn't that weird?
No,
It's called scat.
It's a little bit different. Would you do it with an open cut on your hand?
No. That's how you get
No,
like
that's how you-
hepatitis and
You
shit.
get terrible stuff.
You're gonna get pink eye.
Like-
Like you're gonna end
If
up with
I- that-
pink eye.
There's a scratch on my arm. I might as well just 127 hours it right now because
I
that
never
is-
saw that movie. Was
Right.
it Ryan Reynolds? Who's in that?
No, it's
Wasn't he in a movie with a number of hours though?
no, it was it was the guy who talks like
Franco.
James Franco.
James
was in it.
Franco.
Oh,
James
that
Franco
was
was in
it.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to. It's about a. It's a real life.
Yeah,
it's a
he
real
has to, like-
story about he gets his arm cut under a boulder.
yeah.
And he has
Yeah,
to cut his
he's
arm
got to
off.
cut it off. Like we've got to cut off the show.
We have to cut it off.
Music has been playing.
Thanks for bringing up Schindler's List in a really funny moment.
Kim
Sorry,
ruins the
that's what I
show.
remember. You
Ruin it.
were the one that talked about dropping a kid in a porta
But he
potty.
was just
Kids have to
joking.
go Schindler's List.
Who was Schindler's List? That's not real.
Right, like
Right, like and review. Do it
now.
and don't
Drop
watch
kick.
Schindler's
and enjoy
List.
Dover.
Enjoy Dover, you shithead.